Tornadoes on the East Coast may be a sign of things to come. A tornado, albeit a weak one, touched down in New York City last Thursday in the College Point neighborhood of Queens. A few days earlier, a stronger tornado was spotted near the town of Douglas in central Massachusetts. And a few days later, a whirlwind whipped through nearby Webster, displacing dozens of people from their damaged homes. The storms were far from the region in the middle of the country known as Tornado Alley, where the bulk of the nation's tornadoes occur. In a summer already marked by simmering heat that researchers have linked to global warming, is climate change also making tornadoes more common in places where they once were infrequent? Though individual weather events are distinct from the more broadly climate change, global warming does influence weather patterns. That is a fun little tidbit people love to forget about. You know what I mean? Like whenever weather patterns increase, i.e. snow. Like whenever there's more severe snow, people love to go, where are you now, global warming? I guess it is a hoax. No. Global warming also impacts weather patterns. So yes, we will see some more severe snow. That will happen too. Al Gore clarified that in the movie years ago. And it wasn't Al Gore that made that connection. Scientists did. I mean, he just kind of put it on a major platform. You know what I mean? But years ago, they clarified that. But still, I mean, there's still that one Republican congressman. Every year he shows up to a meeting with a snowball in his hand. Like, oh, this means climate change isn't real. I have a snowball and I'm, To him, that's a political act of defiance to that person. I forget the guy's name. It's not important. It's not important unless someone's primarying him out that's worth voting for. That's the only way it's important to know who that guy is. Because obviously he's not somebody that should be listening to him. Look at my snowball. That means climate change isn't happening. Even though, actually, that there's going to be more severe weather patterns, and that includes snow, you dope. No, look, I can throw it. All right, still. So I guess now they're looking for a link between tornadoes. Tornadoes are the kind of extreme event where we have the least confidence in our ability to attribute the odds or characteristic of individual events to an influence of global warming. Tornadoes are the kind of extreme event where we have the least confidence in our ability to attribute the odds or characteristics of individual events to an influence of global warming. You know what? I hate to sound a little anti-intellectual here, but, academia, maybe if you could just speak in a little more plain, regular people terms, you'd have more of an appeal. This is Noah Diffenbaum, a professor of Earth System Science at Stanford University. Noah decided to say to the press, tornadoes are the kind of extreme event where we have the least confidence in our ability to attribute the odds or characteristics of individual events to an influence of global warming. Okay, here's what he could have said. Tornadoes are pretty extreme and they're difficult to measure just because of the way that they are. So it's a lot harder for us to find commonalities to be able to link them to global warming. Is that a little bit... Who talks like that just for the hell of it? This guy, apparently. And I'm not trying to nitpick here. I'm losing my voice. Sorry. Now here, Dr. Diffenbaum's able to talk like a regular human. If a tornado happens and no one was there to observe it, then it wasn't counted. I.e., they're not able to catch every tornado. So they're trying to find some commonalities, and the verdict is still out. David, thank you for sharing that.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your news on